What it do, 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 fellas. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. This is Caveman Sports. Thank you, and I appreciate y'all for stopping by. We're finna get into it. I'm finna I'm gonna just give you my predictions on the Dallas Cowboys schedule, upcoming schedule for the season for the 2025 season, and we're finna jump right into it. I want to start off by saying like this all season, man. I think it was a good. It was a good season for it was a good all season for Dak Prescott. The reason why I'm saying that is like he was hurt last season. He only played 4 games, and he had just got a fat contract. I forgot how much it was, but it ain't really panned out for the money's worth or whatnot. But he's large fresh off this little contract he just got. So we're gonna see how it pan out. But it favored Dak a lot, man. It's like gonna be the first year where Dak have some firepower. And I want to start off by saying one of the biggest addition that he had got is George Pickens. The reason why I say that is throughout his whole career he never had no two bona fide as receivers. You know what I'm saying? Well, especially besides that would a good wide receiver too to be aside from CD Lamb or whatnot. And the last good running game he had was with Zeke, and Zeke worn down, and he ain't panned out last year. I don't know why they brought him back, but it was just I don't know. But now with all the additions that he got this offseason, like the running back room, it's gonna look very interesting. It's about 4 or 5 running backs on there. We're gonna see how it pan out. But one of the running backs that I really like a lot is Jaden Blue. I think he gonna stand out. Then they got Javonte Williams. Who else they got? They got Miles Sanders. They got Phil Maffa. They got Deuce Vaughn. And I just think this is gonna be the year for Dak to step up, man. Um, it's gonna be very competitive, especially in our division, and especially with the Eagles winning the championship from our division. And it starts off with the division. You gotta win the division in order to make the playoff. But we're gonna see how it play out. So the first game is, I think that's one of my favorite games, especially for the season opener to play the defending champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's gonna be very interesting. The reason why I'm saying that is like it's a great opportunity for Cowboys, like especially if they could win this game. If they can win this game, that's gonna be like a great momentum shift. Like for them to beat the defending champs, it's just gonna make them feel good and very confident. And Dak Prescott, from what I did from research or whatnot, his record against the Eagles, I think, is 9-4 or whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. I think his record against the Eagles is 9-4. Last year, he didn't even play the Eagles. He didn't even get a chance to play them, so whatnot. But I think he's 3-3. He's 3-3 at the Eagles Stadium. So that first game is gonna dictate a lot of things. But come to find out, the Eagles had lost a lot of their they had lost a lot of players from their defensive side. Um, Darius Slayton had gone, was left. Darius Slayton had lost. Let me see. Melton Williams left. He was a D tackle. James Bradbury left. A D back. Um, Darius Slay went to the Steelers. They got Chauncey Johnson. He was traded to the Texans. The edge, Brendan Ingram, he left. Josh Sweat, he left and went to the Cardinals. Micaiah Beckham went to the Chargers. Isaiah Rogers went to the Vikings. Kenny Pickett was traded to the Browns. And I just feel like their defense ain't gonna be like it was last year. It probably gonna take some time. You know, they got a lot of new pieces to plug in for all the players that got departed or whatnot. So my predictions is like I feel like the Cowboys got enough firepower now to keep up with the Eagles, especially if Cowboys could stop their running game. That would be very good. And they just signed what's his name, Saquon Barkley to an extension. They signed Saquon Barkley to an extension. What else they did? Lane Johnson, they extended his contract. Saquon Barkley just gave him a nice check, and Zach Beyond, he signed through 27. I don't know too much about they draft players or whatnot, but for me, what I think will happen, it's a close call, man. I would give it a win, but I think they might lose this game. The reason why I say they would lose is they have a lot of the Eagles have a lot of players back from last year, and Cowboys got a new coaching staff. They got a new head coach. And they got a lot of new pieces, and it takes time for them to build that chemistry or whatnot. And I feel like the Eagles got more chemistry and more things in place. So I'm gonna go with a loss in this game. I'm gonna give it a loss. Um, the next one is the Giants, the New York Giants. I'm going to the Giants right quick, but my Giants, they had showed some signs last year. I ain't gonna lie. They was they'll keep up with you a little piece, but then as it wind down towards the third, fourth quarter, they didn't have no much. They ain't had that much firepower for us, man. So now with them having I think they got Russell Wilson over there. Let me go double check right quick. Let me go check the Giants right quick. gonna be very interesting. Another thing I wanted to mention about this season right here is like, especially for the Cowboys, is the fact that I call this a spicy schedule and that. It's a lot of good games, man. A lot of good teams, especially playoff teams. And one of the things that I was kind of skeptical about that Prescott, that throughout his years or whatnot, I don't know if it's all on him, that if he played a majority of the role, or is it the coaches, or is it the injuries, or it was a lot of times where watching the games that barely beat good teams. Like, you'll see it every now and then, but it wasn't like something consistent that he was doing. It wasn't something consistent, or he was very dependable or of doing that. And for this season right here, it's gonna really tell you about that Prescott, man. And a lot of it don't fall on him, but he's the quarterback, so that's how I look at it. But this year right here, it's gonna really tell you what that if he's really worth that money that he got paid for or whatnot. Cause he just got the contract. What, the beginning of last year, the week one was when they had paid him. So he haven't showed much. He haven't proved much yet since he got that new contract. So this is a great opportunity for him to stand out, and we're gonna see how it play out. And you gotta stay healthy too, man. That's another thing with that Prescott, man. Lately he been injury been killing him, man. Been hurting the team. You know, Cooper Rush, she's gone now. He went to the Ravens, and they got this new backup quarterback from the New England Patriots. He looked pretty good. He just don't have that much starting in him, or he haven't barely played like that on a real live game. He played at the end of last year, and he looked pretty sharp though. But I'm not even gonna do all that. We just gonna get to it. So I feel like Giants might get one up out of us, but I don't know if it's gonna be the first game or the last game. But the Cowboys look way more better than the Giants. The only reason why I say there's a possibility, cause they got Russell Wilson over there. They got Malik Neighbors, but that's just not enough. You feel me? So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a win on this one. Chicago Bears is the next team up. Um, what about Chicago Bears? You got Matt Eagle. We got our defensive coordinator. He was the head coach of the Chicago Bears last year, and they got a sophomore quarterback, Cade Williams, and that right there, I'm gonna go with a win. Next up, we got the Green Bay Packers. That's gonna be an interesting game right there. It's gonna be like a revenge game right there for the Cowboys to play Green Bay. The reason why I say that is um, we had the last time we went to the playoff, we played the Green Bay Packers. And they demolished us. They made us. It was I think it was a wild card, and we had a good record that year too. For us to go in that game and we got blown out, it was not even reachable. Like they killed us that game, and for us to play them again, that's gonna be a good game right there. I don't know what to say about this game. uh, Green Bay Packers. Wow. And Green Bay just got what's his name? They just drafted a wide receiver from the draft in the first round. I think it's Matthew Golden that they got. Uh, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Green Bay to win this game for some odd reason. It's gonna be at Green Bay. At Green Bay. I'm still debating, man. Like Green Bay. Let's see what's up with Green Bay right quick before I make this decision. Green Bay Packers. But in a minute, I'm gonna tell you like 5 games that's gonna really like that's gonna determine the identity of a cowboy. It's gonna really define who are they. Are they real deal or are this a fluke? Cause this year, what stands out from the Cowboys this year is that they known for being cheap. They barely go spend out for big players. But for some odd reason this year, I don't know if it's because the Eagles won this championship or whatnot, or the Eagles woke them up, but they made some moves this year, dog, that I wasn't expected of. They barely spend high money. The highest they spent was $8 million on the Dante Fowler, a pass rusher. He was with us the year before last. No, he was with the Washington Commanders last year. He was the top pass rusher for them. I think he had 11 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. But they didn't want to pay him, so he came back to the Cowboys. He was with the Cowboys before, but he went along with Dan Quinn because Dan Quinn snatched about a few of our players or whatnot. So I don't even think Green Bay yet. Green Bay went to the playoff the year before last. Last year they didn't go to the playoff. They had a lot of injuries or whatnot. They had got Isaiah McDuffie, a linebacker. Had certain few players from the way Green Bay, former lineman. AJ Dillon, he left. AJ Dillon left Green Bay. He went to the Eagles. I guess that's gonna be the backup to Saquon Barkley or whatnot. Eric Stokes, cornerback, he left. He was their former first round. He signed with the Raiders. I think the Raiders gonna be an alright team this year too. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys to win this game. After these 4 games right here, Cowboys is 3-1. But the only game that I'm suspect that I'm kind of iffy on is the Green Bay one. If that's the case, they would have been 2-2. But then they play the Jets. The next game up, they play the Jets, the New York Jets. I think they got Justin Fields over there as their starting quarterback or whatnot. And that's going to be like a running game right there. With Fields running the ball, they got. That's going to be an interesting game right there. I haven't seen Cowboys play the Jets in a while. But this is crazy, man. We gonna have this is a crazy ass schedule, right? That's why I call it a spicy schedule. Especially towards the end, it's gonna really define who the Cowboys are. But the Jets, I'm gonna go with Green Bay as a loss. I'm gonna take that back. Green Bay is a loss for the Cowboys. Then I'll go with the Jets to win. No. Yeah, I got the Cowboys to beat the Jets. Next up, you got Carolina Panthers. We played Carolina Panthers last year, towards the end of the season. Um, I forgot the name of their quarterback, but he stood out. Like towards the end of the season, he started proving that he was worth that to be a franchise quarterback. This is gonna be that year. I think that momentum gonna shift throughout this year. I think it was the 4 or 5 games towards the end. He started breaking out. His numbers started going outrageous or whatnot, and this is a tough one, man. This is a tough one right here. I'm gonna go with a win. It beat Carolina Panthers. Hold on. I got them to beat the Carolina Panthers. Whoop. Next up, we got Washington Commanders. This is a division game. Washington Commanders. Apparently, they went to the playoff last year. They played the Eagles. They played the Eagles in the playoff, and it was a surprising team. I didn't know they was gonna be that far, but Jaden Daniels, he stepped up majorly on his rookie year. I don't know all the additions they got and departure and whatnot, and I think he's gonna continue. For some odd reason, I think he had a good year last year because teams didn't really know too much about him. They couldn't do research or do film work on him. That was kind of like with Dak Prescott. His rookie year, he won like 10 games straight. And I feel like Jaden Daniels was kind of like what Prescott went through his rookie season. You didn't know what to expect. And it was like you couldn't do that much film on him because he's a rookie. And he just broke out that year. Good running game. I'm surprised he didn't even have a good running game. It was his passing. Like his passing, he was posed. Like he showed me that he was him. But I feel like this year, Jaden Daniels is gonna go through that growing pain. I think this is gonna be the year. I feel like he's gonna show it. He's gonna continue showing them signs of him being great, but this gonna be that year where like I feel like it's gonna be a down year for him. So I'm gonna go with a win for the Cowboys on this one. I'm gonna go with a win for the Cowboys on this. Now, let me say something before I get to this next game right here. Denver Broncos. This is my like five very important games for me on the Cowboys, right? The first one is the Eagles game. The reason why is, they the defending champs. They're from our division. Normally we'll play them throughout the middle of the season or towards the back end. But for them to be the first game, oh man, I love it. First game of the season, like you playing the defending champions, and then you're gonna be in the spotlight. It's on a Thursday, season opener. That's one of the first. That's one of my out of the top five. That's my first one. My second one is Denver Broncos. The reason why I say Denver Broncos because they went to the playoff last year, so they're a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? And I can't remember the last time we played the Broncos. But boy, Knicks, they got a good squad. That'd be a good game for the Cowboys to win. That's my second one. My third one is Kansas City Chiefs. They're gonna come to the Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium. Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. Never since I've been growing up, I never see I couldn't necessarily say that, but Patrick Mahomes, I never see him play the Cowboys. I think he did one time. It was probably at their house, but Patrick Mahomes never been to the Cowboys Stadium. So that's the third one. The fourth one is Detroit Lions. Now that is the fourth one. That should be number one, but I'm not even putting them in order. But Detroit Lions is like they were him last year. Bro, I ain't gonna even lie. Last year I thought Detroit was gonna win the championship. But the only thing that kind of spooked me though is that they were just scoring so much. I didn't even concentrate on their defense. You know how defense win championships and whatnot. I just felt like no matter what defense come at them, they were gonna just rack up points. But come to find out, that kind of shocked me too. And I had betted on with Detroit Lions that game, and I ended up losing some money from that. But Washington Commanders whooped Detroit Lions in the playoff, and then that's when the Commanders end up playing the Eagles. Yeah, so that's my fourth one, Detroit Lions. The fifth one is no other than Minnesota Vikings. And it's crazy how it's like it's like from November 23rd they play the Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, Detroit Lions. Then they play Minnesota Vikings. And then they play the Chargers. Like all these teams, well, Eagles, Kansas City, Detroit, Minnesota, Chargers. All of them went to the playoff last year. Commanders Oh my gosh. That from that point right there, like from November 23rd, that's Thanksgiving. No, I think Kansas City Chiefs is on Thanksgiving. If I'm not mistaken, Kansas City Chiefs. I think that's just on Thanksgiving, and then they play Commanders on Christmas. But from 23rd, November 23rd, they play one, two, three, four, five, six. They play six playoff teams within that time frame. That's a tough. That's why I say it's a spicy schedule. I want to see like we never played no teams that good like that within like all that one time like that. That's why I say this schedule is very spicy, and I love the fact that we getting that type of competition throughout the season or whatnot. Because I don't want to play no garbage teams. To be honest, I love the challenge for us to play some good teams to really see where we at, to build that confidence, that momentum, and it just like it defines you. It makes you know who you are, type stuff. So I'm looking forward to that, and I want to see like Prescott. He's in his prime years right now. I think he's 31. So I think this season right here is going to determine or it's going to dictate his future for the Cowboys because they just gave him a fat contract, and I I guess they're putting every. They're not putting. They did a pretty good job though to help out that. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna really define who we really got, and I know injuries gonna play a role. You can't really control that, but I'm looking forward to that. But back to the winning thing right now, right? Oh man, I think I feel like the reason the Broncos, it's gonna be a very low scoring game. I can tell you that part. And that's another thing for Denver Broncos. Devontae Williams, that was his team from last year, so I expect him to have a good game. I don't know if he's gonna start though, but it's probably gonna be a 1-2 punch. I think they're gonna keep about at least three to four running backs, at least three. Make one a fullback or whatnot. They got Luther. I can't even pronounce his name right now. Lipke or whatnot. He was pretty good. But the only thing I'm skeptical about is Bo Nix. It's gonna be his second year. He was a rookie last year. He looked good. Um, he had like he kind of like a little dude threat, but not don't he don't do it too much. But he showed good signs. They went to the playoff, so I'm not gonna knock them off. But it's just the fact that Bo Nix gonna beat the Cowboys. I'm not saying it's not possible or that it can't happen or whatnot, but I should turn that. I would take that Commander game as a loss, but I think Dak Prescott gonna stand out against the Commanders for some odd reason, because the Commanders were good last year, and Prescott didn't barely he didn't even play him, but so I'm gonna go with Broncos. I'm gonna go with Broncos. Uh, that's a tough one right there, man. Broncos, 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 Broncos. I'm gonna go with Cowboys to beat the Broncos. That's gonna be a close game right there, man. I'm gonna go with Cowboys to beat the Broncos. The Cardinals. Nah, that game's gonna be crazy. That game right there, I'm gonna give the Cowboys to lose this game. The reason why I say that is Murray, man. I think he due for a breakout year this year coming up. The team was showing sign. Kyle Murray, I think he's gonna ball this year. They got Harrison over there. I just feel like Cardinals gonna win that game. The Raiders. That's another interesting team right there. I don't even know who their starting quarterback is, but that's a Monday night football game. Only thing I know is Tom Brady. He's kind of like part owner of that team. They head in the right direction too. Ooh, I just realized it. They got Austin Jaunty, the Haitian running back that they just drafted. Wow. He's going against the team that he wanted to come to. He wanted to go to Cowboys so bad. This man was rushing for Boise State last year, man. Top dog, man. First running back to get picked. He got picked in the top 10. So that's gonna be an interesting game right there. That's crazy how we end up paying him. We're gonna play him his first year, man. Wow. We better stop this run game. I don't see us losing twice to the Eagles, man. No way. I got us to win this game. What's our record right now? We got one, two, three losses. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 8-3. Hey, you can tell I'm a fan. You know I'm a fan. 8-3. Start out the season. Damn. If we start out 8-3, this coach gonna get a lot of praise, man. Start out 8-3. This is where it get interesting at. See, I'd rather us win most of our games now throughout the first couple of weeks, cause the bottom part is gonna really dictate. It's gonna really get tough. Kansas City, man. This gonna be like, oh my gosh, if Prescott could beat the Kansas City Chiefs, oh man, that's gonna be beautiful on his resume. But I'm gonna give Cowboys a loss on this game. I'm gonna give them a loss, man. Patrick Mahomes, you can't go against this man, dog. The only way you could come out and beat these boys if the defense really step up. Really, really step up. Like, make life miserable for Patrick Mahomes. Now, this is getting gooder and gooder. We playing Detroit Lions, right? I feel like Cowboys got enough firepower for these Detroit Lions. I bet you the score probably going to be like 40-37. Mark my words, man. We got enough firepower now. Like, we was lacking on that little piece. And our red zone was like bad, bro. So our running game was suspect. We had Cooper Rush passing the ball. Interceptions. Especially our red zone offense was terrible. We'll go down. We'll go down so many times to the red zone, kicking field goals. Play calling played a role in that. They wasn't utilizing the players real well. Like it was like 3-1. They'll pass the ball instead of running it. Like I don't know. It was just play calling was terrible. I see why Mike McCarthy's gone, and I just like these new faces, these new voices in here, and the coach we got. It's just like I hope he's hungry enough to like prove people like this is first time being a head coach. So I have the Cowboys losing this game. I'm pretty sure Detroit Lions got better on their defense, man. Because, bro, defense win championship, man. Like when they played the Commanders last year in the playoff, Detroit Lions, man, they couldn't stop Washington for nothing in the world. They'll go score. Washington score. They'll go score. Washington will score. It's like whoever could stop who and score, oh, you're going to win the game. I think that game went to 100 points, if I'm not mistaken. So, Detroit, I'm going to go with a loss on this one. Minnesota Vikings, Derek Carr. Derek Carr retired. I don't know if he was playing. But they got J.J. McCarthy. He was a red flag last year. And it was a good team. They went to the playoff and all, bro. They shocked me too. I got Cowboys beating them boys. I got Cowboys beating them boys, man. Oh man, I don't know too much about the Chargers. I don't know too much about the Chargers, man. I just know they got Justin Hubert over there. They got Jonathan Taylor. They went to the playoff last year. Um, that's a tough one right there. I'm gonna go with a win. I'm gonna go with a win right here. Next up, we got the Commanders. We beat the Commanders. We beat the Commanders the first visit. I feel like they're gonna beat us the second visit. Reason being is they're probably gonna be trying to get in the playoffs, squeezing themselves in the playoff or whatnot. So, damn, I can't even. I just know Giants is in our division. They got a strong possibility of beating us. Russell Wilson's, yeah, he's all right. He ain't like who he used to be like. But oh man, I don't see the Giants beating us at all. It's gonna be very close. It's gonna be very close, but I got us beating the Giants, bro. I wouldn't be too shocked if the Giants end up beating us at least once or whatnot. So pretty much done. Let me grade this right quick. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 11. One, two, four, five, six. Cowboys gonna be 11-6. I hope I hope we have a good season, man. Um, I'm looking forward to it. And another thing that stood out is like Cowboys just broke another record as far as like um, all the televised games that we got. We playing four Thursday nights games. Like we never had that before. So for it to come out like that, I'm looking forward to that. But that's pretty much it for today. I appreciate y'all coming by, man. Um, I got some more stuff coming up, man. Just be patient with me, bear with me. Um, I appreciate y'all for stopping by or whatnot, and I'm trying to do some more stuff as far as like trying to participate in the training camp, try to attend it. You know, bring y'all some clips on footage of the players and stuff like that. The OTA is about to come up, and damn, we got a few more months, man. Next thing you know, football's starting, but it's right around the corner, man. It's like time flying, and it's gonna be very interesting, man. And I'm looking forward to it. And I appreciate y'all for stopping by. You know, hit that like button or subscribe to my channel. You know, show me the support. You know, I just started, so just bear with me. I'm gonna start coming up with more content for y'all, and you know, just be on the lookout or whatnot. So, you know, treat people like you would love to be treated. And God bless, man. God is good. And y'all hold it down. Y'all catch me soon, man. Appreciate y'all. Bye.